Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to review some helmets that I've worn. We're starting with the Bell Super 3R over here. This helmet then is the 100% Trajecta, and this helmet here is the Leatt MTB4 Enduro. So we'll start with the Bell Super 3R, and I'm going to take you through what I like and what I dislike about the helmets. So first of all, I must point out that I did spray paint this. It wasn't the original colour. I do like my pink, so it turned out nice and pink. It has a MIPS impact protection system, so that's really good. Lots of vents, so it's well ventilated. It has this breakaway camera mount, so very handy for your GoPro or whatever action camera you use. It also has the float fit dial adjustment, so you can adjust it to the size of your head. And other than that, the main advantage, I suppose, of this is the detachable chin bar on it. So you open it here, and one on each side, and that detaches off, and you're left with an open face helmet, which is really handy, obviously, and then you can put this on your backpack or on your handlebar or whatever. Disadvantages then, well, I suppose one disadvantage is that it's not downhill rated, so depending on what type of riding you're doing, it might be a factor for you. Also, I don't think it looks quite as cool as the other two helmets, so the look isn't as nice maybe. And I ordered this in a size medium, which I thought from the specification was going to fit my head, but it always felt a little bit big on the float dial adjustment system, but that's probably just a personal thing. Otherwise, I think it's a pretty good helmet. And one good thing about it is this, if I remember how to do it, it's been a while, is fairly easy, I'll probably get it wrong now, to put on even while it's on your head. So that's very handy, and again, easy to take off as well. So I think that's a big advantage, because I find with my other Leatt helmet, I intend to take it off to actually adjust it. So that's that. This helmet is the 100% Trajecta, and the advantages I think of this helmet is that it is first of all downhill rated, which is very important depending on the riding that you're doing. It's very well ventilated, as you can see, has lots of holes in it, so you feel nice and cool wearing it. Another advantage of it is that it has the D-ring locking system. I suppose that's a personal preference. I found it handy because I was used to a motorbike helmet. I do think that has changed in the 2021 version to a FIDLOCK system, however. And the main advantage, in my opinion, is it looks really cool, and it looks like a rock-solid helmet, even though it's an enduro helmet. Disadvantages then, well, I suppose number one is that it's not detachable. It doesn't have the detachable chin bar, if that's what you're going for. And it's slightly heavier than the other two helmets, so that might be a factor that you want to consider. And most importantly, it broke my hair. So how did it do that? Well, despite having interchangeable cheek pieces and this bit that you can take out and change, I found that it didn't quite fit here, and I don't know if it's the material or what it was, but it actually broke my hair. So if you don't want to go bald, maybe you should try it on before you buy it. So that's the Trajecta, and it's a lovely helmet. And finally, we have the Leatt MTB4 Enduro, which I think is my favourite helmet of the three of them. Advantages, well, it has many, obviously, if it's my favourite, but it does have the 360 turbine technology, which is basically like the MIPS or whatever, so you know you're safe there. It also has an adjustable piece here, and I found this is size medium, like the other two helmets, but it's the only helmet that has fitted me absolutely perfectly, and I'm really, really happy with the fit of it. It also has the FIDLOCK magnetic clasping system, so it's really easy to close even when it's on your head. You know, you can find it really easily. And it has the detachable chin bar, which is really important, obviously, for some people. I like to have it because I like to have open face as I cycle up the hill. I suppose the biggest advantage is that it's downhill certified, which is great. And most importantly, it looks cool. Disadvantages then, well, I found that the visor is quite flimsy. You can see here that this has already kind of come away. If I click it in, it just won't stay. So that's a little bit flimsy. The helmet's not that old. And even though it's detachable, which is an advantage, and it only has 2 clasps, unlike the Bell, which has 3 clasps to negotiate, I find it really hard to do while it's on my head. Much to the delight of Dec, who has mastered his one, I have to take the helmet off and then detach it. Or sorry, I can detach it while it's on, but I have to take the helmet off and reattach it while the helmet is off. So it is a little bit more finicky than the Bell, which was very easy to master. Someday I might master it. So that's the 3 helmets reviewed, for my opinion. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try and get back to you. And if you like the review or want to see me review anything else, let me know as well in the comments. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you haven't subscribed, Rusty says subscribe. Thanks a million, guys. Hopefully see you in the next video.